I'm Basil and I'm being joined by two beautiful Huawei devices today. On the left hand side we've got the Huawei Mate 10 Pro, a beauty. It is slender, it is 18:9 aspect ratio, it is powerful and it is pricier than the Huawei Mate 10. But which has the better set of stereo speakers? That is what this video is all about. So let's get to it. Tell you quickly about the setup that we've got here. We have an LG V30 measuring the volume levels. We've got a microphone equidistant from both of these phones, and we've got my ears and your ears. My ears will tell you what I hear. Can your ears please tell me what you hear in the comments section below? And that will make my life a lot easier afterwards, because I love reading your comments and they inspire my next videos. So let's get to it. Both with stereo speakers. Let's start with some 80s music. Was it me, or was the Mate 10 Pro a little bit shriller? Not surprising if it was, because it's got less room because it's a smaller device to pump out that music. But yeah, the Mate 10 sounded that little bit more rounded. What about some 90s music? Getting a little bit fresher. Getting into the 70s, so the Mate 10 Pro is definitely loud. What about the Mate 10? Not quite as loud, but also not quite as pitchy. I know which one I'd like to listen to for long periods, but I also know which one I'd probably hear more readily were it in my pocket, ringing at max volume. Now let's get a little bit more current with some music that's actually playing on the radio these days. They sounded pretty much identical. He hasn't got a very pitchy voice, he hasn't got a very nasal voice, so sounded good to me. What about some angsty Linkin Park? Moving over. Moving over again. Moving over again. So in his voice is where you could really tell that the Mate 10 Pro is indeed that bit pitchier. The voice just came across as much smoother, much more, I guess, rounded on the Mate 10 regular. And a little bit of dance. And the Mate 10. And the Mate 10 Pro. Now you see that song sounded basically the same across both. I think we're going to have to round this off with a little bit of hardcore string instruments so that we can see just how screechy it gets and which is the ultimate champion. And on the Mate 10 regular. Yeah, we have a winner, and that is the regular Mate 10. wow, I didn't think that had happened. The Mate 10 Pro is excellent when it comes to getting that volume across, and indeed it's a good all-rounder as well, but it just hits those pitching points that make it uncomfortable listening at max volumes that bit earlier than the Mate 10 does. In fact, throughout the songs I played, the Mate 10 was just very, very enjoyable to listen to, and that tiny bit of difference was the difference between bordering on ever so slightly less comfortable. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it useful. If you want to see a lot more about either of these two devices, check out BTech. There have been videos going up like crazy over the past few days.